don't understand why you're 40 years old and playing the game still. So.
Well, I mean, what game do you think you're going to be playing when you're 40? When do you think you're going to stop playing games? What's the age? What's the age? What's the cutoff age?
When you're out of high school and college.
You're a high school kid?
Yeah, I'm in high school. Yeah.
How old are you?
Why does it matter?
Well, I mean, you foresee yourself in the future quitting something you love, like video games? Do you not love video games? You just cruise through it.
I mean, I think it's a little bit of a waste of time when you're that old. But.
Well, how do you know? You're not old yet. I mean, I can think of probably reasons that video games would be a waste of time for a high school kid, too. Do you have a 4.0? Are you in honor classes to get more than a 4.0?
No, but...
You know what I'm saying? There's more things you could be doing to improve your life than playing video games, too, right?
Yeah, you study and not play games.
Hey, just recreation, man. Having fun. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Alright, then.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Honey Badger Arcade. My name is Brian, and I'm playing more Warhammer Space Marine 1. And it's like the anniversary edition. So, you know, just kind of like getting my mind in the right place for whenever I'm able to get the technology to play the second one. So it's all about mindset right now.
Our rendezvous point is this way.
So we're doing this. Okay. Engine. Oh yeah, this is melting. So I hope you guys are doing well this day. We're gonna have like a show later. Oh, I gotta go up here. This is not the new one, and I'm not claiming it is. This is the original.
Sow terror, demoralize the militia.
Cruel, but effective.
This was no strategy of war. For orcs, this was sport.
Medical supplies have been exhausted.
Hey, Mr. Cornell. Viv is cute in the thumbnails. I'm not Viv today. Uh-oh, cinematic. What is going on? It's raining, man. Hallelujah, it's raining, man. Amen.
The plan is unchanged. Get the Inquisitor and the power source off-world.
I have that guy's haircut.
Titus, if they take over the Manufactorum, we will have a damnable time getting them out.
We are ultramarines. Orcs are not a problem.
If we had a week, perhaps. But by then, the orcs will have worked out how to...
Hey, yo, the avatar's on point, by the way. Thank you. It's a 2D, like, PNG tuber. A little less taxing on my machine. But, yeah, not bad.
Space Marine recognized. Granting access.
Las cannon. Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Las cannon unlocked. The Astartes main portable las cannon fires a charged energy blast along a powerful laser and can cut through almost any armor at extreme range. Ooh. Features a powerful optical scope with variable magnification. So it's a sniper rifle, basically. Left trigger to zoom, right trigger to fire, and right stick to cycle zone. Do we have any? Let me just see. Oh, I can... Okay, press in the button to zoom in even tighter. Okay, guys, you ready? Hey, Teal Deer. I miss stud armor in 40k. Also, beaky helmets. First edition Marines were peak Kino. Oh, Wog. I see. Yeah, I see him. Where is he? One down. Do you even walk, guys? I've made a couple of different like variations on like uh-oh, I got no ammo. Can I reload? Shit, I'm all out. Well, I'm gonna use the plasma pistol then.
Evacuation center is no longer safe refuge. Remain calm.
Man, where do I get some ammo for this? I'm gonna have to. Should I keep it? I got the bolter anyways. Maybe we'll find more ammo as we continue. I'm sure Brian pulls it off. Long hair with a shaven side. Is this Vivian's new combat outfit? Yes. Vivian is wearing this. Hey, I fit in that door. I should wait, let me listen to that. Where are the audio logs? Did I just get this one? Play it. Oh, this one.
Report to Lord Sharp.
Oh.
Report to Lord Sharp. The Fabricator General of Grya shares my vision for the power source. Today, he offered up the Titan Manufactorum to test the device's capabilities. There is a risk that the power source may overload and destroy the entire facility, but it is an acceptable risk, and a tech priest does not need to know.
All right. So this character I'm playing in this game, Titus, is he actually a character from the lore itself, or is he just a character they made like for this game? Kind of like the character from the guy I'm playing as in Bolt Gun. Another one.
I'm surprised you showed up. There's no one here.
I don't know where else to go.
Workers, assemble.
People are saying the Skitari are dead.
I think people are.
The increase in worker absences has been noted. Delinquent workers will be disciplined.
Okay. What are we gonna do?
All right, let's continue. Bring it. Oh, I hear the sounds of pain.
Evacuation center.
Green skins. What? What if I can just close the gap with power axe? What's this? Ammo for my las cannon, I guess? Oh, swap las cannon for melt-a-gun. Eh. Melt-a-gun's like a shotgun, right? Stalker bolter is the sniper rifle. I'm just gonna keep what I have. So I got bolter, plasma pistol, vengeance launcher. You know, I don't like the vengeance launcher. Can I switch that out? It may not let me. I think that's like a special category of weapon. Vengeance launcher for stalker bolter. Yeah, let's do that. I like the stalker bolter, but then I'm like kind of redundant on the sniper rifle department. Titus is just some dude made for the games. Probably appeared in some books by now, though. Games Workshop likes putting out random slop because they love the sound of printing money. That's a big one. That's a big dude. Let's try to hit him. Whoa, 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 buddy. Uh-oh. Oh, I died. Space Sharks chapter. Well, it was so this PNG tuber I'm using was one I could find that somebody made, and it's just this chapter. Like, they didn't make any like variations on it. So I don't know what I'm using or what this is, but that's what I am. Just because it's the only thing. I also have a couple of 3D models of like Ultramarines, but they're not rigged or set up to work in this in my VTuber app. So kind of like okay, so I know what I'm going up against, so maybe I do need the fucking Vengeance launcher. Yeah, so I don't know much about what I'm using, but it's getting heated over there. What? Oh yeah, there we go.
Shoot those over!
That was okay. I did better. If you get all the money you want anyway, why care about quality? Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about rigging models or whatever, but the ones I have are pretty detailed. They're like more detailed than these in-game models. I mean, this game is like, what, 7, 8 years old or something? Probably older. Where? Oh. Is that how orcs get around? Are those their ships? Oh, wait a minute. All these buttons are a little confusing. Hey! Whoa! Okay. I gotta say though, this game's pretty fun, and I guess it also had like online and multiplayer and stuff. I don't know like how in depth it was. I know that Games Workshop games tend to be like, let's see. I'm gonna have to use my special ability more often. I'm bad about that. Who's getting these guys all like lit? They seem to be like getting you know, aggressive.
Life is the Emperor's.
Something's emboldening these dudes. So you're telling me that even in the 40th millennium, trans women displace females in masculine roles? Yes. Women are cooked, guys. Women are yesterday. That's so, you know, 2010. Those old-fashioned women. That's so regressive. All right. Maybe the melt-a-gun is a good idea here. Let's swap that out.
For Ultra.
Ah, fuck.
Better crippled in body
Shit.
and corrupt in mind.
Man, I'm sick. Okay. I gotta focus. You can always back up and pick up some of these weapons too.
Cleanse and purge.
Zoop. Zoop. Okay, okay.
More rocks.
Oh, this is where I died. Last place I died. I have 7 shots left. I should save those. Just use this. Alright, boys. Oh, they're coming up here. Okay, that's where I died when these guys came up. This is probably a bit much. Wait, what? Oh my god. Fieldier says, the funny thing is, by ultra-masculinizing the men, they show they understand inherent biological differences and why they evolved. Same when they do it to women. Yeah, well, it's almost like it doesn't even make sense that they're pushing for female Astartes, except, or whatever it is, right? It doesn't even matter. Like, I'm gonna have to save my meter for that, like, rush at the end there. These guys can take it, huh?
And we shall know no fear.
Ganked to death, yes. I'm getting ganked. I'm getting ganked. I gotta get accustomed to these controls. Like the square button is my attack button, the melee button, and I get them mixed up. So we're gonna do, let's see, what am I not using really? I can't swap out the pistol, but I guess I could swap this out for the melter gun for now. Oh no, I can't. It didn't let me do that. It didn't let me swap out the bolter. Maybe I can swap the vengeance launcher out. But that's not a bad weapon for this part. Dowledge says, found you in the Mentis Wave stream. Love your content. Thank you. Thank you. I've been doing this for 10 years, so... Good thing this doesn't have friendly fire. Wow, that guy is really tough. Gotta get out of there. Oh my goodness. I heard woke people say that it's not the supply of money increasing that's devaluing, but rather an increase in demand for the thing you buy money with. Woke people don't understand the way money works. All right. What am I doing wrong? I'm getting stuck in this part. I don't think the melter gun is going to work. So we got the last cannon, vengeance launcher, bolter, and the plasma pistol, and my axe. All right, let's try this again then.
The enemies of man are here.
I'm gonna try this. See those little self-destructing bastards. Some grenades. Yeah, these guys get, like, they berserk, and it's like, they become really tough than the normies or whatever. Get some ammo here. Ooh. Maybe now I can switch to the melt-a-gun because they're going to be up close, right? So I'm going to go grab it. Excuse me, I'm blasting here, Zarank says. Welcome to the stream. One thing, so like, since we got a decent number of people in here with opinions, I want to ask you something. So Space Marine 2 is out, and there's a bit of a mixed response from people. Where's the melt-a-gun at? Okay. The buttons, man. Let's do this. Or maybe I'll swap out the las cannon, the vengeance launcher for the las cannon for now. Grab some ammo. Can I get some ammo? Okay. Melt-a-gun. So there are people who think that, you know, they shouldn't support Space Marine 2 because it's connected to Games Workshop, which has gone super duper woke, okay? And they've added, like, female, you know, Space Marines or Custodes or whatever, and they're still pushing to add female Space Marines, and the woke is actually, like, a lot of, some people on the woke side have basically said that they should boycott the game because until they add female Space Marines. You saw like this Steam thing that was going around. So, see, like, I want to press the circle button to roll as I play Dark Souls, but it's not the right button. They changed it. Well, changed it, but this game has a different command for that. Okay. Now they're going to be coming up here pretty soon. Yep, here they come. Let's just put some grenades in there really quick. And I'm going to use my fucking thing here. It's all about when you do it, huh? And I gotta kill a orc. They'll hit you while you're doing your animation too.
Kill them all. Kill all the slaves.
Oh, I was so close. Anyway, so there's that. Okay, so like, you know, let me, because I gotta think. I gotta like pause for a second. So Space Marine 2 is out, and it's getting positive reviews from people who are playing the game that are not involved in the culture war, or maybe they're only sort of like on the outside of it. Some people, and the reason for some people calling for, you know, that we shouldn't support them is essentially the direction that Games Workshop as a company has been going. And I think it's mostly to do with how the tabletop, you know, miniatures game has been affected, I guess, in that sense. And I can see that, because I think that it's important to use your money to send a message. But there's another, I'm a little conflicted, because the thing about Space Marine 2 that I've seen is, firstly, I don't see any like woke signaling or messaging in the game, but I haven't seen the whole game, obviously. But I don't see it. And what most people who really enjoy the game are realizing as they play it is that it's actually like what I'm seeing. So I've seen a few videos where guys were reviewing it and they were like, this feels right. Like essentially what they're saying is this game is so hyper masculine that it's like they realize that they missed out on that in gaming across the board for the most part, right? Which is true. Like, I mean, I'm only playing this one, but I can see where that comes from. And I know obviously that's what it was. Like that was the intention. So like the game is hyper masculine and it's just like military and like you're just killing shit in droves and you're completing objectives and you're dying for the emperor and all that. And so it's got everything that like dudes are attracted to. Call to action, lots of like violence, you know. But then there's like codes of honor being talked about and all these other things. So you got men that are playing this game that are like, this game is speaking to me in a way that I hadn't seen in a long time. I can't remember the name of the YouTubers, but there are a couple that have made videos and they were saying, you know, like they weren't even aware that they weren't getting a lot of masculinity in their games until they played Space Marine 2. And so like and then on top of that, you got like somebody making a post saying, you know, you guys got to put female Space Marines in the game and basically asking people to not buy the game unless they put female Space Marines in it. Obviously they don't exist, but he's just like, I forgot what he said, but it was like this long thing. And I read the post on a show I did with John. And so the reason why I'm like bringing this up is because I think that boycotting this game, not this one, but Space Marine 2, because of links to Games Workshop, despite the fact that the game doesn't contain any of the material that people take issue with, is, I think it's not only counterproductive, but I think that to support it is actually better in the long run, because what we want in our games is for them to essentially be more more masculine. I don't know how else to put it, but we want manly games, and this is a manly ass game. And the reason why they're saying we should add female versions of whatever, that's always, they're just getting the foot in the door, and they're going to feminize it if they get a chance, and they're going to turn it into something that doesn't look anything like what it was. And the truth about Warhammer 40,000 is I'm sure that it's changed a lot, and I'm sure that there have been tons of compromises made with the game's lore and the setting, but the baseline of it is still hyper masculine, you know, military, war, simulator, science fiction, grimdark, etc. That was the point. And it's like, you know, it inspired other things. I think the Doom franchise and Helldivers, they're all essentially inspired by Warhammer, you know. And of course Warhammer was inspired by other things like Terminator and Aliens, I'm sure. So like it's all manly, like all the way down. Predator, you know, RoboCop, all of that. So I'm kind of like leaning towards, I think I want to get it. I don't think it'll run on my computer, but I think I'd like to get it. It'll run on Lindsay's computer. And because I think that ultimately the message of positive masculinity, and I've been talking about this a lot with my wife, like, you know, first of all, I think that it starts with the ability to say no. And that's what we're doing. You see Ubisoft is like crashing and burning in real time right now, okay? Sony is also going to crash and burn. And it's only a matter of time for, you know, EA or Activision, if they overstep and they like listen to these woke activists that are claiming to be game developers and writers, then they're going to lose money too. And saying no is very important. But on the other hand, there's also saying yes to the stuff that, you know, you want to see more of. And I think that it is sending a message. No more Suicide Squad, but, you know, Kill the Justice League or Dustborn or Concord. Instead, people are playing you know, Space Marine 2 and Black Myth Wukong. And I think that, you know, there's another game coming out this month called The Forever Winter. That's actually just a smaller developer. A lot of the guys that worked on that were from other larger studios, like really big studios that just came and formed their own thing. Those are the people we should be looking out for. Anyway, so yeah, I'm kind of thinking I'm kind of thinking that despite Games Workshop's shenanigans, that Space Marine 2 might be a worthwhile purchase, and I'd like to play the you know, the co-op stuff. Man, that section is tough. It is for me. I don't know like how far into the story I am on part 8, I guess. Let's see. Xerangs gives us $10. Thank you. Says Professor Geek has remarked on avoiding SW stuff, Star Wars stuff, because they put out garbage and then give you something that follows the message, which will disappoint you. I think that's naturally occurring now. Star Wars is dead. It's been dead since The Force Awakens. I think that the difference, though, to me, is that I think that the Games Workshop, let's say, how would you call it? The Games Workshop, the different ways, the different mediums in companies like for example, Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, I'll compare it to that. D&D they have their tabletop games, they have phone games, they have video games, they have novels, they have board games, they have all kinds of different products that are related to the same brand, and they all have their own teams, and those teams have their own outlook. And so, you know, if you like, and then there's their online stuff, like their virtual tabletop. So you can choose what you want to support and not based on. So like, you know, I'm reading the Icewind Dale trilogy. That's a D&D product. It's old. It's way before they went super woke, but you know, there's that. And I think Baldur's Gate 3, despite it actually being a woke game, which I won't deny because it totally is, it's a good game. And the fact that you have the freedom to kill all the characters you don't like, which I have done, you know, that speaks to, you know, like the flexibility. Although I bought Divinity Original Sin 2. I never played it. It was made by the same studio, Larian Studios, people who made Baldur's Gate. And I want to do a little comparison because I want to show you how they have subtly made Baldur's Gate 3 super woke without people noticing, because they haven't attacked the fans. They haven't gone on Twitter and virtue signaled or anything like that. But there are ways that you can see what they're up to. But anyway, I got a subscription from Spooter34. Thank you, Spooter34, for the sub. Really appreciate it. Let me see what you guys are saying. Teal Deer says, "Oh no, the modern audience isn't going to buy something. Nothing has changed." Yeah, they never do support the products anyway. Great Endorse says, "Had a discussion in main chat yesterday related to this. ANCAPs are apparently wanting to have a violent revolution overthrowing the government. I replied that this describes ANCOM more closely. Well, yeah, but except that ANCOMs are just going to replace themselves. Like, they're going to replace the government with themselves. So I know they say we're going to live in a stateless society. Even Karl Marx wrote about that. But no, that's not what's going to happen. It's going to be dictatorship. Then there's going to be mass famines and deaths. And then, you know, like either people are going to flee to other countries that are more free, or they're going to, you know, kill the dictator, overthrow him, and replace him with another authoritarian government because they don't know how to do freedom. Ask me how I know. Anyway, let's see. Mr. Cornell says something can be ideological and good as long as it's too ideological to be good. Yeah, well, I mean, I think that if you're waiting for the company that makes video games that deals in anything creative, if you're waiting for the company to come into being that has no wokeness at all, like no one in the company is liberal or whatever, that's just not gonna happen. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Because this is like, this is the normal state of things, you know what I'm saying? Almost out of bullets, but I'm gonna go get some more. Walker Bolter. Yeah, let's do it, because I'm almost out anyways. Orcs are funny, man. Shoot me again! I love those guys. The only ones in the whole grimdark future that are having a good time. Should get that Melta. Hold on, guys. I remember seeing someone defend the bear scene. Oh my goodness. Yeah, dude. I hate to say it, but like we become extremely degenerate. I'm just saying, it's true. Like we're just like down for whatever. It's kind of sad, bro. Oh, I see. You can get that ammo. All right. So Melta, here we go. But first, there's gonna be like some dudes that land from the rock. In my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, the wokeness was easily avoidable. I shouldn't have had to play around it, but I guess it is what it is. You know, I did some streams of Baldur's Gate 3 for a while, and I just like answered in the way that one thing that's good is when they give you choices. This is what I prefer. So if you're gonna have the game woke, give me the option to not follow it, right? So when like characters like hit on me and they get all homo on me, I just tell them no, motherfucker, or I kill them. I killed a couple of them because I just make my own party, or I just bring in hirelings. You can play the whole game that way. And when they like try to bring up these like moral relativist, you know, quandaries, I'm just like, no, there's a right answer to this, and it's not what you think. It's not what you guys are claiming. Guess I'm supposed to use the grenades. All right, here we go. With some grenades. Oh, they stick? They're like sticky grenades. Hook 'em. I can fight you. What do you guys got? What do you got? Where you going? There we go. Give me that health. Just had to think. Just had to think properly. Okay. Go back with this. More orcs. Come on. What are you doing? Was that a glitch? Let's go. Mr. Cornell says, yes, the moral relativist always seems to have absolute faith that their morals are correct. Yeah, they present a paradigm that suggests that, hey, man, you know, like, I got my opinion, you got your opinion. Let me get this, collect the skull.
Hannah hasn't returned. I think they're going to close off that whole stratum. I have to get to her. You'll be back from the food depot before we are. Tell your mother where I am when she arrives. And both of you, stay there. Pack up the food as best you can. Reports are that the orcs have already reached the manufactorum. We'll need to leave as soon as we're together.
If
I'll
you
be
are
home
injured,
soon.
return to your quarters. The machine god will watch over you.
The machine god. All right, we got to our stalker bolter. Weapons just lying around here. Should I swap it out? Vengeance launcher. Yeah, let's do it. I like the stalker bolter.
Workers of class 9 and below do not qualify for medical attention.
I saw some movement. Space Marines! Ooh, what's this? Oh, that guy's alive! Uh-oh. No! Damn right I did. Oh! Oh no. Ow. Good if you can kill a guy, you get a lot of health off of that. I think the new game has like stims instead. I guess they're like not as much encouraging aggression. All right then, let's go. Let me get some ammo though. Oh, have you? Oh shit! Oh, that's the wrong weapon. They run? Wait, what? That was like unkillable. Orcs sure are tough.
Down and rebuild.
This time on top of a mass grave.
Hey, is the guy, that voice that we just heard, is that Ray Winstone? Because it sounds like Ray Winstone. Right here. Also, I want to ask you guys, so of all the Warhammer video games, whether that's like the Total War series or fuck this guy, I'm just gonna fucking take him out. Which one do you think is the best, or your favorite at least? This guy's dead. So Total War, Vermintide, Dark Tide, Space Marine. What's the one where you're playing? I think it's called Space Hulk. I actually enjoyed that one. I mean, it was flawed. It, like, wait, where am I supposed to go? This way? No, can't go that way. Oh, it must be this way. Okay.
Evacuation Center Gamma welcomes you. Crematoria 1548 are operating at full capacity.
Objective complete. Rendezvous with the Inquisitor. Hello. Hello, Inquisitor. I promise I'm not a heretic.
Inquisitor Drogon, we need to get you off planet before we're overrun by orcs.
You exposed the unshielded power source. In the generator room, I saw it. You held raw energy from the warp. How are you still alive?
The power source conducts warp energies.
The stuff of chaos. Heresy.
My work against the Xenos has the Imperium's blessing.
Can your blessed work help us against the orcs?
My research is of the utmost secrecy. The Imperium forbids its use without sanction.
Consider that your Imperial sanction.
Very well. The power source fuels an experimental weapon at my research facility. The Psychic Scourge. It could destroy the orcs.
You didn't think to bring up this Scourge weapon before.
The Psychic Scourge has never been test-fired, Sergeant. If it malfunctions, it could crack this planet in half.
We're out of options. We fire the weapon and take our chances.
No delay, no hesitation. This is what we're doing.
My research will
That's some manly ass shit.
It's a fair distance. We will need transportation.
Captain, we aren't far from the plaza where Lieutenant Mira was headed.
Dude, even the Inquisitor is fucking beefy as
We'll
fuck.
have Valkyries. We can fly to the research
This
facility.
guy.
Let's find this Imperial Guard outpost.
Alright. Tealdir says, best Warhammer video games: Armageddon, Space Hulk, Vengeance of the Blood Angels, Space Hulk Deathwing. I have Space Hulk Deathwing. I played a bit of it. Unfortunately, nobody's online anymore, but that was the one I was talking about. Space Hulk Ascension, Dawn of War. Dawn of War is the RTS? Right? Yes, I'm biased towards Space Hulk because it's great. Also Mechanicus because the Mechanicus are awesome. Sounds like transhumanism. We should be afraid. All right, boys. I think we're supposed to go this way. Oh wait, no, that fist tells me where we're supposed to go. What am I doing? I'm gonna keep playing Bolt Gun too. So don't worry about that. I'm playing both. I think they're like, they scratch slightly different itches, you know? Alright. Some ammo. Switch to the regular boulder because I don't know what I'm going to be dealing with here in a second. Those are our... Oh, shit. Gotta be a lot of fun to be a voice actor for orcs. Kadoosh. Can't see where these assholes are at. Fucking rocket launchers and shit. Shadowjack says, being brutally honest, this gameplay in Space Marine 1 is more fun for me. It's a nice, simple control setup that makes me feel like a superhuman head breaker. Alright, let's just get down there, fucking help out. Actually, maybe I'll hang back and snipe a bit. What are you doing? Ah! Gotta go. The missiles just go wherever. Oh!
survive that.
You're welcome. Nova Fan gives $1 and says, "Did you know that there's a Steam group called Woke Content Detected? I saw a clip of Kirsha reading through it, and some of it reads as a lefty strawman of the anti-wokes." I saw your comment on my Rumble video, and I popped in really quick to look. I think she's on to something.
When his orcs see I possess it, not you, they will follow me. Move out.
Could be a
Which route to the rally point, Guardsman?
a woke psyop against the people who are critical. I don't even like to call them anti-woke, to be honest. I don't know if I like the axe. I hope I get like isn't there like a real like some other weapons like a hammer? I want to see what that's like. These guardsmen. Can you imagine being one of these guys? Talk about grunts. Halo proves that you don't need to reveal the face of the main character. Yeah. But that's literally the opposite of what's been going on lately, you know? Like I said, I have a theory that these people who are like making these modern woke games, well, for one, it's not even a theory, it's obvious. They're all theater kids that don't really like video games, but they want to break into movies and Hollywood and TV and be famous and celebrities and all that. So because especially actors are like the biggest whores on the planet when it comes to like, you know, what they like what they're, oh shit, son, I was just talking about this. But because they're really Thunderhammer unlocked. The mighty Thunderhammer is the rarest of Space Marine melee weapons. Each blow discharges a powerful blast from the hammer's dedicated power field. Ranged weapons are limited to pistol and bolter when wielding the Thunderhammer. Okay. Strike. Stun, sure, it's the same. Alright. Let me hold A to fire the jump pack. Oh, that's gonna be, that's gonna be good. But anyway, so these are all theater kids, and they all want to be famous. And when, again, actors are gigantic whores, and their ego is like the primary driver for what, I just get up here and boom. All right, that's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So, that being said, this is the reason why more and more games are trying to go for photorealism. And I think in some games it's fine. Like I don't have a problem with, you know, games that are sort of meant to be reality based, looking like that, like some of the Call of Duties and that kind of thing. But Concord, this is why I got the idea that I think this is what's going on. Concord was a game that essentially takes place in a science fiction fantastical universe, right? But the characters' faces, even the ones that are less human, are obviously based on someone's likeness. And I think it's the actors, they want their face out there. Like I used to watch a lot of movies. And well, I still watch movies, but they're all crap now, so I watch a lot of old movies. But anyway, one of the things that always killed a film is if it had featured a character that normally wears a mask, but they take the mask off as often as possible so that we get their face in the shot because they want their face time. This is what happened with Stallone's Judge Dredd movie. Was, you know, Dredd never takes off the helmet, okay? But because it's a Stallone vehicle, they were like, yeah, I gotta show my face, so he shows his face, okay? So I think that it's coming from the same place, and they're just directing it at video games. And what that does to me is it's gonna kill creativity, because you can't like make create some of the most fantastical designs because it has to look like somebody. You know, even if the designs are not alien, they could be human but stylized, like Link or Mario, you know, or even like these Space Marines. Like people don't look like this. What, like Jocko Willink? Maybe he's like the only one, but these actors want to get their face time in, and they're all like these, you know, sexually ambiguous theater kids that are trying to be they're using this to essentially increase their clout and their platform. Can I get up there? Oh yeah, I can. Shit. And there's something over here. Audio log.
We've waited as long as we can. Where are you? The orcs are crossing the mainline bridge. I have to get you and your mother out of here.
Boom.
When you get this
Oh,
message,
that's good.
leave
Oh, that's good.
immediately.
That's tasty.
Go to Hab Block 74. We're going to gather with others from our ship. We have your things. Find us. Stay safe and hurry.
Is that guy dead? Oh shit, one hit. Oh. Home run. Who's next? Fuck yeah. Every orc is now a nail. Hail, John. Let's see. Stallone's Dread wouldn't be that bad of a generic sci-fi, but it's a bad adaptation of the source material. Yeah, it should have just been its own thing. I agree. I think that, like, again, you know, these big entertainment complexes, they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to do their own thing, but they want to use a brand to sell it. And you have to, like, yeah, you have to reject that shit. So, all right, go into the next area. Guess I'm alone here. It's a good way to get around. Ammo, grenades. Oh, they're setting me up for something.
Whatever you're doing, Captain, keep at it. The greenskins are swarming your way, leaving our path open.
There's another one. Almost missed this.
To Lord Sharp, the weapon is working. Integrating the power source makes this weapon far more devastating to the alien biology than I'd envisioned. My lord, I believe that this weapon, this psychic scourge, could end the alien threat against the Imperium for all time.
Oh boy. Well, that was weird. Oh no, you don't. You're the one. Oh my goodness. Mother. Wait, can I not do my special move? There we go. Yeah, buddy. Somehow I got all my health. Humies. Oh boy. Oh, really? Oh, that was... I killed that guy. I should have gotten health back.
Whatever you're doing, Captain, keep at it. The greenskins are swarming your way, leaving our path open.
No, you're not. Holy shit, where'd he go? Oh, you ran, you motherfucker. Oh, this didn't work. Didn't work out. Oh, you bastard. Where'd he go? Come on! Where are you? Bro! Did I hurt anybody? Where are you guys? What's going on? There's got to be some orcs left, right? I hear some... Oh, it's quiet. There you go. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Teal Deer, this is how green NutriPaste is made. It's got mushrooms and it's good for you. Yes. Nova fan, something I've been thinking is people like Clownfish TV act like nothing political was happening before 2014, but I remember some weirdos making Ico for the PS2 a race metaphor because black and white. Yes, well, I think... Look, I think that people like Clownfish TV, they're really trying to not seem like, you know, crazy or unhinged or conspiratorial. So they will just continue to be like, well, why is this political? It shouldn't be political. I don't want it to be political. And then they blame anyone who reacts to what's happening with the same, you know, like, they kind of like throw the people reacting to what's happening in with those people. Like, you guys are also making it political, you know, like both sides, right? It's super annoying, but it, like, they totally do it because, and the truth is they don't want to face the reality. It is political. It was always political, and we're just gonna have to confront this. There's no like, I just like what's political about wanting, like, you know, good games and culture and movies. Everything, that's what they're doing. They're subversives, they're revolutionaries, they're activists. They're not gamers. You know? Like, that's the thing. They're just not what they claim to be. Gotta.
The job is
What?
doing. It's worth dying for.
Fun fact, orcs are just advanced space mushrooms. Space Marine is best gardening simulator, far superior to Stardew Valley. Norwegian Black Templar says, hey Brian, you wouldn't happen to own any of the Resistance Fall of Man games? Oh yeah, I got all 3 of them. Well, the 3 mainstay ones. I like them, but I haven't played them in a while, to be fair. I think I'm supposed to melee these guys, to be honest. Oh my god, don't hit me. Thank you. Wait, why can't I do the grab? What the fuck? Do you see this guy? Like, hit a... Well, whatever. Fuck this guy. Now. Thank you guys for ruining my day. Ah, I see ya.
My lord, we owe you our lives.
I am an instrument of the Emperor's will. Now indicate to me the nearest concentration of orcs.
Aye, my lord. Master's Plaza is just past his hab complex. It is swarming with the beasts.
No.
Oh, I didn't make it. Let me get up there. Can I get up there? I should be able to get up there. No. Can't get up there. Maybe I was supposed to do something else. this way. They actually believe they can centrist so hard that radical revolutionaries will stop hating them. Yeah. They will die as the biggest brain in the room. Exactly. Like, you know, I think that the thing is, though, I think people have been propagandized against, like, this arbitrary, it's a completely arbitrary line that is defined as the right. They've been so propagandized against that they will, like, essentially oh, shut up. Yeah, so they'll accept, they'll oppose it no matter what. Like, it's the last thing they want to be associated with. Even after everything that's happened, even after everything, there are still people playing these, like, centrist games, and it's like, guys, like, this is not the same. And I don't know why people are so, like, unable to do that. Okay, who's throwing shit? Where are you guys? There you are. Oh, fuck.
Live for yourself.
Yeah, every reasonable position has been propagandized as being far right and therefore unreasonable. That's the thing. They can't understand that. And instead they're just like, I don't know. I think that people have been they've been unplugged from political reality for too long. And ironically, the entertainment is one of the methods by which this is done. But if you can be discerning, you can handle this, right? Stop it. You guys just don't quit. Wait, what? A little Gretchen. Look at this. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. I have to wait till he got up. Add her up. Next. Coming for you. Nope. Where are they? Where are they? Orcs should do like their checker patterns. Yo, get this stuff. Are there more? Are there more? Oh, I guess I can move forward. Let me look over here. Might be one of those floaty heads. Tildir says, I think another problem is they don't want to address the actual politics and philosophy behind it all because it'll alienate their audience and thus mess up their revenue. Well, you know, I gotta say, like, I think this is part of the problem. I think part of the problem is it's that, but I think it's also the thing that people are really having a hard time facing. So, like, we only just recently got a lot of people, not all, probably not even most, but a lot of people to admit that the problem is leftism and that leftism is unique from liberalism. But the next step, and the really big one, is to face the fact that liberalism is the reason for leftism. Like it essentially paved the way for leftism. And everyone wants to be seen as liberal because we just presume that being liberal means you're a good person. And they want to be good people. So they don't want to like think about it too much. And they just want to say they're being decent. But like what they do when they say that is they're also creating a false paradigm, which is that if I'm liberal and that makes me a good person, then that means anyone who's not a liberal or doesn't identify with the label must be a bad person or they have backwards views. When the truth of it is, it's the same thing as like, it's the same thing as when you get people who are like, they criticize feminists, okay? This is really easy to do. Criticize feminists, and then you have people saying, oh, well, the right is no better, right, than feminists. But that's not approaching the correct way to look at this, because just because you call yourself something doesn't mean you are something. It's just like identifying as the opposite sex. If you say, well, I'm not a feminist, I'm right-wing, or I'm conservative, or whatever, right? I'm traditional. But that doesn't matter. You could say that till the cows come home. You can put an R next to your name. You could claim to be a Tory, whatever. But at the end of the day, your behavior and your values are going to determine where you sit. And the truth is, and this is the thing I always have to fight with people, even on my own channel at HBR, when they say the conservatives are just as bad, it's like, they're feminists. Like they're still being feminists. They just have slightly, they're just like a few, clicks behind. They're just going the speed limit, maybe only a little over. So they'll draw the line at like men in women's bathrooms and men in women's sports, perhaps, or something like that, or children transitioning. But they're still like, they still believe enough of it to where it essentially validates the whole of the movement. So if you believe in some feminism, a little feminism, right? Oh, I don't like what happened to women in the past. I don't like what happened to women until the 60s, whatever it was. It's all lies. And a lot of people don't know it. They just don't know it. Like we talk about like on the show about how, it was so hard to date, or no, the dating today, is really difficult. And some people might say, well, maybe we should like look into like arranged marriages or getting like families involved with relationships. And people act like this is just like such a backwards thing, but it's like, actually, dating is a very recent phenomenon. When you look at the history of humanity, going on dates is very recent. And when you say that, people's heads just like, their eyes roll all the way back because they can't believe you would even, and I'm not even, that's not an ought, that's an is. I'm just observing reality. I'm like, well, this whole thing is very new to us, and people want to blame social media. It's not that. I mean, that's just like doing it like, I don't know, bigger. But at the end of the day, most people throughout history married people or started relationships with people who lived in their community and knew their family. That was what it was. But like, I'm talking, not just like the 60s, which it was going on then. I mean like all through history. Like if you lived in a small village, you knew the people in the village. You didn't leave the village. You married the girl that was the daughter of the blacksmith or the daughter of the fucking, horseshoe guy or whatever. That was just the reality. And it was because you knew each other as kids. We don't. So like my point is that I'm getting off topic. My point is that what people are not going to be able to face the reality of is that liberalism itself is actually what essentially ushered in leftism and this revolutionary mindset. It starts with the endless quest for liberation, which we don't even know what that looks like. And the problem with liberalism is it places tolerance as the highest good. So just putting up with shit makes you a good person. And so if people are wondering, why did the Tories, betray us? If without looking into like what's in it for them, how they benefit as a political arm of like a globalist establishment and all that. And that, I think globalism is also a product of liberalism as well. Before you even get into that, they're just like, it's really because they're just slightly slower leftism. So I think that, I've talked about the political compass, why I think it's bullshit, that I think it's really a spectrum. But on top of that, I think that being truly on the right is actually like, it's not a gradient. It's just like the end. And then everything moving left is a slight, it's slightly more statist, slightly more authoritarian, slightly more tolerant, slightly more liberal, until it's like complete, like, communism, which is almost the end result because liberalism is concerned with equality. And it doesn't matter if it's equality of outcome or equality of opportunity, because equality of opportunity is the success of equality of opportunity is measured by looking at outcomes when people talk about it. So it doesn't matter. And it always ends up with where we are now. And it's feminine. Like, that's why I brought up feminism, because ultimately all of this is feminine. It is all like the female, what was it called? The white male, soul, or the white male code, substrate, whatever. Like the system, the white male system is what the feminists always write about. Because they understand that it is, things like liberty and independence and anti-statism and private property. These are all masculine things. And more than that are things like honor and integrity, which, is severely lacking. So I think that it's something that we have lost as men, because it's not something that is respected or promoted or celebrated. The concept of honor, I mean, that's almost dead. And so because of that, everything is not about like whether or not you did the right things because they are right, or the right reason, or made the appropriate sacrifice because, you care about how your honor is affected. We just have people that are just trying to cheat the rules and go around everything. And I think that's where, the sentiment, weak men create hard times, comes from. I think that do you think that Joe Biden is not a weak man? Do you think that Justin Trudeau is not a weak man? Keir Starmer is not a weak man? Emmanuel Macron? Like, these are weak men and they're running things. I think the whole World Economic Forum is full of weak soy boys. That's what soy boys are. And they create a civilization. If they're in charge, they make things weaker. They make it harder for everybody else. And so, like, that's what I think is meant by that. I know people get offended by that, but it's like, dude, if you're not a weak man, then this isn't about you. But the people who run things, even though they're men, they're like the least qualified people to do this. And yet they do run things. So, let's see. Nova Fan says, basically their stance says American liberals aren't political, but right-wingers are. Yeah, exactly. But liberalism is political. That's what the clownfish people are like. I like them. They're okay. But they're kind of like, was it Lilo and Stitch? Or, I'm sorry, Stitch and Adam friended? Like, they're not even doing anything useful. They're just trying to say, look, I see this is happening, but I'm above it all because I have the right opinions. And they're all like, what? Like, they're basically right wing, but they just can't admit it. They can't just say I'm right wing. I'm going to say I'm right wing. So what? Like, I care about individuality and liberty and stuff. That doesn't mean I agree with, fucking the Tory party or Dick Cheney or anything, because they're not right wing. They just have an R next to their name and they get lumped in. And I think that's part of this whole game, is to like toxify a label and then attach people to it. I mean, if you hadn't noticed, like in the way that the paradigm exists now, there isn't really a right. There is just the left and the non-left. And I've been saying this for a long, long time. There isn't really a right. There's the left and there's the non-left. Because if you look at the people who are anti-woke, they run the gamut in terms of their own beliefs. They're all over the place. And people think, oh, the right's not unified. No, there isn't a right. There's just people. Some of them are classical liberals. Some of them are like, Mises Caucus libertarians. Some of them are Christian nationalists. Some of them are, ethno-nationalists, like Nick Fuentes types. Some of them are just sort of like basic bitch, Republicans, or whatever, conservatives like Benny Johnson. Like, look at the Tenet Media people that got like attacked. They're all over the place in terms of their politics. They're not really on the same page. They just have the same enemy. And that's not necessarily like the best thing to run on, but it's the truth. Like they, at some point, this happened with us, with the men's rights movement. I said that at some point, the politics that everyone has is kind of all over the place. That's going to come to a head at some point. It's inevitable, because we have to face the fact that even if we agree on some things, there's other things that we're just not on the same page with. And the other things will, in fact, impact the things we agree with, right? So I think that that's an inevitability. And it's partly because people are not able to, first of all, have the courage to just say what you believe, have the interest in deciding what your values are, like essentially collecting your, like, what do I believe? Why do I believe them? Did I get this myself? Or am I just repeating something somebody else said, or something I heard, or something I learned in school? And then, like, stop worrying about how the left, the cathedral, is going to categorize you or shame you, because they're going to do it no matter what. This is the thing. Like, Clownfish TV thinks that if they they try to remain as neutral as possible, they're going to gain favor with leftists that watch them. But I can promise you that it's only a matter of time, because they are going to demand purity, your ideological purity, and if you don't give it to them, then they're going to come after you. They're going to treat you like an enemy. And if you do give it to them, then you are basically surrendering your integrity, and I don't think you should do that. So anyway, feminists are as feminists do. Neo says, yet then the actual history lines up with force being the actual way to spread political power. Most democracies only existed when citizen soldiers were more effective. Yes. Big hammer go thump. Yeah, that's right. Zerang says, I think the concept of weak men make hard times another method of excusing women from being accountable. When we say women used to be different, we acknowledge how women were stoic, to which helped. A stoic woman is part of what a lady is. Yeah, sure, for sure. I mean, I think you can believe in the weak men create hard times thing without excusing women. And that was another thing I talked to Lindsay about, because I was like, well, I agree that men are in a bad spot, especially these guys in leadership and stuff, but like even in our everyday life, but there's no women backing them up. Like, why would they give a shit? So women are not in men's corner right now. And I think that this is exactly what the cathedral wants. These are exactly what to quote Alex Jones, the globalists, like, it's what they want, because a man who is disempowered and doesn't have a woman like supporting him, or even in the abstract sense, I mean, he's not going to fight for, I mean, especially if he doesn't have kids, he's not like the head of a family. A man in a position as a father to children is the most dangerous thing to the elite, to the establishment, to the cathedral. And they know it, and that's why they're weakening men, and that's why they're destroying families, and that's why they're transing the kids, and that's why they're doing it, because they can stay in charge, even though they are also weak. And that's another thing. Like, weak people don't confront things directly, right? They're sneaky fuckers. And that's what these guys are doing. But anyway, I'm not putting it all on men. I'm saying that this statement applies to men. But it is also, women are also part of the problem. That's what I think, anyway. All right, let's keep going. Go for a little while longer.
Out of fuel.
Oh, really? Well, I get to keep the hammer at least. I guess in the new game, there has a multiplayer and there's a jetpack. One of the classes has one.
Sergeant Sedonis briefed me about the equipment of his doomsday weapon. He said to require air transport to the Calculus facility.
Your Valkyries are the fastest way to reach it. We have no time to spare.
Your men are already on board their Valkyrie, and the squadron's ready for liftoff. We'll get you to Calculus with all speed. It's time the Imperial Guard brought the fight to the orcs.
Where do I go? This way? Oh, they're over there. How do I get there? Is the fight over? How do I get there? They have to go on that side. Oh, I just had to go over there by the jet. Most right-wing parties in the West is right-wing in name only. Yes. The rhinos. Or they're just, I mean, they're still cucked. They're just less cucked. Slightly. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Bend the fleet. Fucking orcs. Orcs with rockets? Can I shoot the rockets? That's fucking cool, man. No. They're on the plane. Stop them. Can I use mine? No, I can't. Wow, this is insane. Like, what the fuck? Port ship. Okay, what do I do? Yikes. Damn, we flew like what, like 5 blocks before the plane crashed?
Coming, Lieutenant. Valkyrie 2 is down. I require immediate transport.
What happened to my hammer? Aw, that's bullshit. No. I hurt myself. Threw a grenade on accident. Get up in personal. Who the hell's shooting me? Oh, I see you. Oh shit. I didn't see those guys.
Corrupt in mind.
For a brick, you flew pretty good. All right, I gotta wrap it up soon. Try to finish this bit. Let's just get in there. Clotheslining. This is like pro wrestling, but in space.
To war!
Woo! Fuck, see, they can like damage you while you're like killing a guy. I'm gonna kill this fucking guy. Hate those guys. I think those are like legit. These orcs, the ones that like basically are just wearing like overalls and shit, like this guy, are those aren't like the rank and file soldiers in like the actual tabletop. I think it's these guys with the armor, right? My guess. 'Cause it seems like, I don't know, like they're just like really unprepared. Give me that health. All right. I think the guys with overalls are more close to light infantry. Snipers are seen as massive cowards in orc society. Of course they are.
Valkyrie on approach.
What is the Inquisitor's status?
The remainder of the squadron has escorted his craft to the outskirts of the Kalkis facility.
Very good.
The armorless orcs are the standard grunt in their army. Orcs typically... Oh, good. This is where I'm going to stop. Orcs typically believe that armor is for the weak. Oh, okay. So if you, like, made an orc army, if you were building an orc army in 40k, and you needed, like, your standard, like, rank and file guys, would they be the armorless orcs with axes? The guys, with, like, that are in this game?
Secure. What are you waiting for, then? Further delay is intolerable. Inquisitor. Yes, come. No time to waste.
I don't know if I like this Inquisitor. He's got a bit of a Hitler-esque thing going on. All right, I gotta end the show here. We're on good progress, so this is my save point. Sorry for dying so much. And this is again, it's Space Marine 1. Pretty good game though. I do like me killing some orcs. But yeah, like these guys, if you build an army, are these like the basic ones? That's like, they don't have any guns or anything. Orcs with axes are called knobs, as is your standard unit, and is your standard unit in orc army. Okay, so they are more like, are the orcs as an army, like if you pick the faction of orcs, are they mostly melee then? Like that's kind of like, you know, their bread. But I mean, I guess Tyranids are too. But I'm just curious. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end the show there. Let me know what you guys think about. I wonder if my guy can wave. Let me see. I doubt it, but yeah, no. This is my PNG. If anybody knows anything about like rigging models, I don't know, or skeletons to work in like programs like that, let me know and help me out, because I have like a really cool looking Space Marine model with a helmet, but I also have I have a few options. So anyway, orcs can go either way with melee and guns. Okay, Mr. Cornell, they can be, but they also have some decent cavalry, you mean, and short ranged. Well, I didn't understand any of that. Anyway, we're gonna end the show there. Thanks guys for coming on the stream. Hit like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. I might do #blood tomorrow if you want to see more of vampire hunting. And I'll talk to you all in the next one. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one, everybody.
With the glass ceiling broken, all the oppressed groups shall prosper, especially the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
I want people in the industry to be a little bit louder about people being mean to other people, and maybe say it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe say we don't want you around if you're going to be a cunt.
Yeah.
And hateful. And that the games industry is diverse naturally. Not because anyone's making them be diverse. Because the world is diverse, you stupid motherfucker. And if you have a problem with that, come fight me. Physically. Bitch.
Has anyone taken you up on that yet?
No, because they're all pussies.
Yep.
Down here, salt is a way of life.
Obviously, the environment down here is all salt. The ceiling's salt, the floor is salt, the walls are salt, and to an extent, the air is salt. And you breathe that in, and you can constantly taste the salt.